everyone. Welcome to the 12 Days of Cardmas here on Polite Creations channel. I am Natasha, and I just wanted to welcome you to this series. So for the next 12 days or so, I will be sharing with you all some quick cards using things from my stash or things that I've recently picked up. I wanted to do this to not only get myself ahead of the game with some of my Christmas card crafting, but to encourage you all to just make some cards, get a little crafty. I have been in a bit of a creative slump, and card making is slowly getting me out of it, so maybe it'll inspire you too. All right, so for today, I will be creating a mixed media card. So I have no nails on. I'm ready to go to get messy. I am going to be using the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Joyful collection. I picked up this A5 paper pad, and I love the pages because they are not double-sided, so I don't feel like I'm losing out on paper. But I will be doing a little bit of mixed media with this. I also have some of the ephemera put to the side from this collection, as well as the puffy stickers from this collection, and the sticker accessory sheet from this collection. This has the stickers here, and then it has the sentiments down here, which I absolutely love. I also have some chipboard pieces that I picked up from Simon Says Stamp. Not sure if I'm going to use those, but I do have them. I have a Tonic Studio die. I don't know what it's called. There was no name on the packaging, but I got this in one of their grab bags. I also have some gesso here. My little scraper tool is here handy. And I also have some flowers here. This is how I've organized them. These are flowers that are handmade by my friend Tay over at Cuddle Me Clay Tay. So I wanted to make a mixed media card and use the beautiful flowers that she's created on these cards. So yeah, this is just a peek at some of the cards, and these colors go well with this collection. So I think that's it. Oh, I also picked up some of this tulle from the Dollar Tree. I may use this as well. So that's what I have nearby me for the moment. We'll see what actually happens as we progress in this video. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me. Stick around. All right, guys, so let's get started. I went ahead and attached this piece of 4 by 5 1/4 piece of paper, the printed cardstock from that collection. I backed it with some 120-pound cardstock since I knew I'd be using a medium and it may warp the paper. I wanted it to have a stronger base. So I am going to be using this for my card front panel, and I just want to use just a sliver of this this stencil here to add a little bit more texture on top, and I do want it to remain white. So I'm just going to use my mint tape here to hold down my stencil and try to make sure I mark off, you know, what I don't want overlapped. All right, so now I'm just going to take my gesso, add a bit onto this, and place it down. Just want some of this design. I don't want it to be too perfect. So there we are. That's all that I need. I'm just gonna put this up, clean off my knife, as well as lift my stencil. And there you go. There is just a little bit of a texture there. All right, so it's pretty much dry. It's dry enough for me to work with. Next, I think I'm going to take a bit of this snow mesh and I am going to just layer. Let me cut it thinner. Just going to lay that on there for now. I'm not sure where I want it to go, but I want it on there. All right, guys, so I got some of my embellishments together. I took out different pieces of the ephemera that I thought I might use. I have my flowers and stems in here, as well as some chipboard pieces. So I'm using those leaves I shared, but I also have the Mente chipboard pieces, these chippies. This is from the doily set. There were some hearts, so I decided to add that as well. So let's see what we can come up with. All right, so I'm somewhat liking the placement of things, how they are here, but I want to add some color to these chipboard pieces. So I'm going to be using my inks and probably my embossing powders to add a little color to these pieces. I want to stay within the color palette. All right, so I have various mixed media embossing powders here. I'm just going to get this nice and soaked with that embossing ink. And I'm gonna go for some white. Use this page. Go for a little bit of white, as well as some of that rose gold. I think that's what I want to use. This is my first time using this one, so I'm hoping it turns out well. But I already like the color. And for the leaf, I want to use some of this mixed media powder I have in the color C. All right, so this is how this looks, and I'm sharing it because it's a mixed media powder, so it has little pieces inside of it, so it's not going to be one consistent color. You're going to get some other colors in there. All right, so here are my embossed pieces. You can see the little specks in there, and then here is the other one that is rose gold. So that's how those turned out. And now let's start placing. All right, so this is what I am left with once I place the heart down. It does keep most of that mesh down. I have these beautiful flowers I want to place, as well as this cute little fox that's part of that collection. All right, so I'm gonna add her with some foam tape, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue. I don't really want her to move. Wherever she falls is where she will be. But I like that she splits off the color difference. So we have that, and then we have these beautiful poinsettias, as well as some leaves that I cut out with my Cameo. If I remember, I'll try to link that file that includes these, but I like having a lot of greenery. But I think they all need to be popped up. So we have that, and then I have a small little mint flower that I was going to add. So I'm unsure if I want a rose. I think I want the full flower. And I have this that I was just going to tuck underneath. Yep, and place that flower on top. All right, so I added some foam tape. I did double it up. I'm just going to add a little hot glue so I can wiggle it if I need to. Once I place it on here, and I want it up against the wolf, the fox. So there we have that, and I feel like it needs something else. Like it needs something here maybe. All right, so I have this watercolor pen that's been sitting here on my desk, and I'm just going to activate it and add some splatters of this watercolor on to my project. And I love, look at all of that, so pretty. So I'm just going to flick some of that around. And look at those gorgeous spots on the page. All right, guys, so here is my completed card. I did use my heat gun to quickly dry those watercolors flecks that I created. But I love how this card looks. There's so many textures, so much color. You have the foiling. I think it's a beautiful mixed media card I would love to receive. I just added it to a top fold card base that I created. This is also out of 120-pound cardstock, so it's going to be quite sturdy, but so beautiful. All right, guys, so there we are. Here's day 1. Stay tuned for the next 11 days to see what else I create. But that's all that I have, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.